F1 Academy is back after a 2-month break. And what a great season opener it was at the Jeddah Corniche circuit. It was Dorian Ping and Abby Pulling that took control and won the opening races of the season. We head to the unknown for round number 2 of the championship. Welcome to the Miami International Autodrome for the Miami Grand Prix. Let's take a look then around the Miami International Autodrome. A 3.362 mile circuit, 19 turns, a total of 3 DRS zones. Drivers have mixed feelings on this track, but one thing is certain, it's very fast. You need to get a very good exit out of this last corner as it carries good speed towards the start-finish straight. You're going to be in 8th gear as you cross the control line into a very hard braking zone for a very fast right in towards turn number 1. A medium speed right bend that opens up on exit as you head towards turns 2 and 3. This is a smooth still part of the track that goes single file as you approach in towards turns 5 and 6. A double left-hander through here and you take a wide line through and keep on the accelerator. This is the Marina section and it had real water last year as well. And this part of the track just wants to spit you out wide. You've got to get 2 correct entry points before this long back straight. This part of the track we saw Lando Norris and Pierre Gasly crash there. Let's hope the F1 Academy drivers don't do that. This opens up the DRS system as well and you're about to approach a real heavy braking zone. And this part of the track reminds me of Vietnam if you played the F1 2020 games. And this is the trickiest part of this circuit. A crest which is very, very blind. We've seen several crashes here too. This is a perfect opportunity coming up for DRS. It's a very long straight. You do not want to have high downforce around here because you're going to get eaten up alive with people with low wings. A prime overtaking opportunity as you head towards the penultimate few corners as well. And if you're feeling lucky enough, maybe try and go for the move through here as well. The rear steps up here, so be careful. And that is a lap around the Miami International Autodrome.
Miami hosted the first race of the weekend.
Academy.
And the 16 drivers put on a spectacular show with plenty of on-track drama. It was Abby Pulling for Alpine in pole position who extended her lead from the start, but it was a collision in the wall for Aston Martin's Tina Hausmann, resulting in an early retirement. Leah Block had a spin putting her to the back, but with plenty of battles and jostling for position, it was Chloe Chambers, Dorian Ping and Abby Pulling who crossed the line first in a dominant win. That puts her now to the top of the championship standings with a 21-point lead.
Yes, indeed. It was Abby Pulling who stole the show yesterday in a sunny Miami. And we are back for round number 2, race 2 at the Miami International Autodrome, home of the Miami Dolphins at the Hard Rock Stadium. It was brilliant to watch yesterday with some free wide moves going in towards the DRS straight. I wonder if we'll see the same today. Track is 5.412 kilometers long, 3.363 miles, 13 laps await our drivers, and there's an elevation change of 3.53 meters. The drivers have been here before for the W Series, so they should have a lot of experience once again going into this weekend. We've got myself, Jess, Four in the commentary box, and joining me once again is Megan Birch. Megan, how you doing?
Hi. I am doing fine, thank you. A little stressed out because of like technical things and me not understanding some things, but other than that, fine. I've got to write up one of my formatives in a bit, like after this.
Oh, best of luck! Best of luck for that. Yeah. I hope that goes well. So qualifying yesterday, obviously the second best lap times decide the grid. for race 2, and all we know is Abby Pulling is starting on pole again, and Bianca Bustamante is starting in second. Let's hope, for our sakes, obviously, Bianca doesn't start and stall the car like she did yesterday, which brought us to the back of the grid. Speaking of the grid, let's go on you through the grid as Courtney Crowe starts in 16th place, with Emily DeHouse starting in 15th spot. Amma Al-Kabassi will be starting in 14th place, with Carrie Schreiner will be starting in 13th. Leah Block will be starting in 12th position, with Lola Lowenfosse starting in 11th. Tina Houtsman will be starting in 10th, with Jess Edgar starting in 9th. We'll run through your top 8 with Chloe Chambers in 8th, with Aurelia Nobles in 7th spot. In 6th place, we've got Maya Wook with Naria Marti in 5th spot. We got Hannah Al-Kabassi looking to redeem himself after yesterday, with Dorian Pang starting in 3rd place. She's got a lot to look up to for this weekend. And Bianca starting in 2nd, with the championship leader Abby Pulling starting on the front row in pole position. So let's see what the drivers will have in store today. We got a few people in our Punjaji team in the pits. We'll throw to them as needed. We'll start with Omi first. Omi, Abby Pulling getting her first win on track yesterday, but we got a different story in terms of Bianca on the front row. What does she need to do in order to do well today?
Well, first of all, the start will be very, very crucial because you can defend. There isn't DRS, of course. The slipstream is powerful, but still you are able to defend. And Bianca Bustamante definitely is going to need to try get the start. But if not, you can stay close. You can stay inside the slipstream and try make the move. There is long straights around this circuit, so overtaking is definitely possible. But the start is going to be crucial.
Yes, indeed. Josh T, are you there?
Hello.
Hello. What are your thoughts going into race 2 this today?
Well, hopefully we don't have any stallers like we did yesterday. I'm very happy. Spoiler alert in the football world. Bromley are going up to the Football League, and Eastbourne Town have been promoted. Just need Salisbury to be promoted tomorrow, and it's 3 for 3 for us as well. So that is fun, but we're on the formation lap. And all cars have not got going, and that's the curse of the pit lane reporter. I'm going to shut up
That is
now.
Leah Block who caused loads of problems yesterday.
And it's Leah Block.
Of course it is. Some of
The
these tyres
driver
look a bit wrong.
the driver who had a lot of issues yesterday, and who Megan cursed as well. So she doesn't like Josh G or Megan Birch after yesterday and today. Pretty much the same conditions as yesterday, but it's on slightly earlier than what we saw yesterday due to the fact that they got the long build-up for the F1, of course. I wonder if that's going to make a difference in terms of overtakes, but we do see a bit of rubber from the Porsches that went out earlier on. I don't think there was any instance because so far, Megan, no delays. We're starting on time today, but let's hear from our top 3.
Will be hot and still, so the conditions are quite tricky as well. We have to not overheat the tires and stuff on braking and stuff. So yeah, a lot of going on, and we're gonna have the answer at the end of the race.
It was a really good job for the team, McLaren, ART. But yeah, I'm really pleased. So I think now is his time to play it smart and to just kind of enjoy and have fun, of course.
I just want to lead going into turn 1 and lead coming out the last corner on the last lap. That's the plan. But there's long straights here in Miami, and it's going to be tough for the first few laps, definitely. So it'll be about trying to get out of the slipstream as soon as possible.
So that was what Abby Pulling wanted to hear about in terms of getting into the first corner. She pulled away by around 5 seconds at the end of it as well. We'll ask our predictions for the winner. I personally going to say Abby Pulling once again. We'll start with the pit lane reporters first. Josh T, who would you predict for the race win?
Abby Pulling's going to do a double.
Obi?
I think Pulling's going to do the double.
So you're not going, none of you are going for Bianca. Oh, as we just had no pictures for the minute, but I think we got it. Megan, what are your predictions?
I am going to put my hopes on Bianca because she did well yesterday despite having stalled. She managed to make up, 10 places in just those laps. I mean, I think she's got promise, so I'm going to go for her.
Nice. So just the same as yesterday, but different people going for different things, as we're seeing Jamie Chadwick watching on from the Williams garage.
They
Of
got it
course,
right this time.
W Series champion.
They got it right this time.
Yeah, they got it right. They put the wrong name last time, which is a bit frustrating, but
Isn't
we're
it
just waiting
frustrating
for the last...
when your former championship rival is put as you?
That is true. It was Alice Powell yesterday, who is obviously Abby Pullen's mentor. So green flag is waving for the first race of the day. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red lights. Action in Miami. Abby Pullen gets a good start, but Bustamante doesn't stall, and she's side by side with her heading towards the first corner. We got Hamid Al-Kabas, who's had a better start as well.
Lock up.
Bit of a lock up from
Pullen.
Abby Pullen. There's a lot of oil on the track.
Ooh.
From the Porsches, which they need to worry about as well. So it's Abby Pullen first, Piet Bustamante second, and we got Dorian Ping in third. We got Maya fighting with the likes of Marty and Hamid Al-Kabasi in towards turn 4 and 5. Looks like she can make it stick through there through 4. But it is Abby and Bianca got away with, well, no stallers, Megan, so that's always a positive.
That is a positive. I mean, yesterday it's just caused a whole host of problems. So at least we don't have stallers on the grid today. But there is a yellow in Sector 2. Who's that? Is that a preemptive
yellow?
yellow?
Flag sector 2. I wonder who that... I'll need to get the timings up on my other screen so I can see
Houseman.
who's dropped down the
Okay.
timing order. There's no timing tower. That might be Houseman again.
Yeah.
That is Houseman. She's dropped right to the back of the field again,
What's
Megan.
she done?
So
What's she
her
done
day is
again?
not going well, as we've got Chloe Chambers fighting with Mayer again. Chloe Chambers looking to retain a good form from yesterday, and she is making it work at the moment out there on the track, as there's still yellow flag sector 2.
So-
And I think
oh,
Tina
she's
might have
just
lost it. Oh, she's out
stopped.
the race again.
That is 2 days in a row. Miami is not her circuit.
No, if it's not.
She's always first out too.
Yep, she is always the first out. As we got Marty fighting with Hamid Al-Kabasi into the back straight.
Gone green.
Here she comes then into the right-hand side. Is she going to try and go the long way around? She's going to try and make it sit. We've also got
that double
Chloe
overtake?
fighting with...
Yellow.
No, we've got another yellow flag, which is probably still with Tina, I think.
Same
it's
sector,
Chloe
yeah.
always at the moment in the last corner. That was close.
Was that a double overtake from the same team? Two
That
Red
might have
Bulls
been. I don't know.
on board with Nira
We could
Marty. Going around the inside. Well, attempting to. Oh, that was close. Marty was trying to get past Nobles then. And it's... I'm assuming the car's still there.
Yeah, I think everyone else is around about. I think Courtney, I think had a bit of an issue just for a little bit, but I think she's back on the circuit as well.
Yeah.
Chloe
two
always
and
likes
three.
to get double overtakes done, which is she's up to 4th already. I don't know where she started. Chloe started in 8th, and she's up to. She likes this track. And, there's a yellow
does.
flag set to 1. Yellow flag
What's
set to
happened
1.
now?
Now who is gone off?
It's either that or if it's a truck on the track. Hey, that's funny to say.
Yeah, there might be a truck on the track.
I
but
reckon that might be
no
what
one
this
has
is.
dropped 4 back than I expected.
I
So
reckon
it
that
might
must
just
be what
be
it is.
debris.
Because I saw a slight sector 3
Ooh.
yellow. Ooh.
As we're seeing Nobles trying to fight back from Maya, and we also got Lovin Fossey in the back as well. We got 4-5 car train fighting towards the crest in turns 14 and 16.
Ooh, caught the
Keeping the
curves a bit
car
too much.
planted in the right place. And they got to be careful with the yellows as well, but they're past the yellows, and they just about avoided the wall there as well. We've seen Marty go for moves here before. She's not a sloucher in these type of conditions, so she's going to try and go for it right now. She's going to pull back for the engine temperatures, but they're all just so tightly together. It's not no one is pulling away massively. Yesterday we saw Abby pulling away massively at the start, but now it's like they're all tightly bunched at the front. Bianca is giving her some challenge.
She
Go on,
is. She's
Bianca.
half a second to Abby pulling, and green flags are now out.
Yeah, so I wonder if it was just debris on the track or something like that, because yeah, there was no other issues.
I reckon it was the truck, because originally I saw a brief sector 3 yellow catching the curbs there. I think that might have been Love and Fosse there catching the curbs in front of Marty.
Yeah, I think so. I think so as well. The curves could be deadly if you're not careful. We've seen it in practice and qualifying as well. As it looks like Love and Fosse almost had a moment going towards turn 5 and 6. And Marty's getting a better run in towards turn 6, 7.
Getting impatient.
I almost hurt myself for a minute then. That was very weird.
She's getting impatient. Now she's on the straight. She make up some of the time that she lost. Going around one of the corners when she hit the curb, I think, a little bit too. I think she wasn't... Love and Fosse wasn't the only one to hit the curbs a bit badly there.
No, she's not. And oh, look at this. Love and Fosse tried to fend for Marty once more, but she keeps her line. Marty's putting the pressure every lap as well. And if they keep squabbling, the Trajan's going to grow and grow and grow. We got Edgar, Block, Schreiner, De House, Ahmed Al-Kabassi in this as well. So they want to get a fight for the last points playing position. This is what we saw in the sprint too, and the F1, where there was all this all this battle for the final points playing position. Pauline's pulled a second gap over Bianca now as well, but look at Dorian, she's right on the back of Bustamante.
Yeah, she is going for it. She wants to make up for that win that she lost, and that is Marty trying to get in front of Love and Fosse again. Little lock up there from Love and Fosse. And is that another fastest lap from Abby Pullen? Jeez.
I think that was 2:92. Yep, she said it on lap 3. As here comes Marty trying to attack on the inside. She can't quite do it. Same with, I think, Jess Edgar on Marty too. Block is having a fight to try and go for the last points play position, as well as Ahmed Al-Kabassi fighting with Emily De House, the two Red Bull family cars fighting with each other too as they head towards turn 5 and 6. I don't think... Oh, they're going to fight for it here. Just about avoiding contact, luckily, with the lovely Vita Cash RB livery, which looks stunning in the F1 Academy cars. I'm glad they put it on the cars this weekend in Miami. I wish they could keep it forever because it looks a lot better than their ordinary livery. But Ahmed Al-Kabassi gets past the house up to 30. But I think
like that.
House going to fight, but Courtney's got a position. So Courtney's up to 14. So I think the house might have some trouble. Or is it my timing tower's having a bit of an issue?
I thought I saw that
two.
too when Carrie Schreiner went ahead of her. But also, have you noticed how...
Where is Courtney?
Was that... To Hughes is just past...
Oh, she's gained an advantage. She almost gained an advantage. She has to give the place back.
Yeah, she's just done it now. I have just... I'm very surprised right now. Simply because they all seem
Courtney.
to be...
There we go. It was Courtney. I was right.
They all
so
seem to still be in a train. Have you noticed?
They got more experience. There's more rubber because there's been more races, more qualifyings, and most of them who hardly had any experience around this track have got plenty of experience now. They had 2 practice sessions and the qualifying, some bits of lock up in the front there. Maya, by the way, has got past Ahmed Al-Kabassi up to 5th spot. We didn't see that on the TV pictures, but the timings have done that. So Maya's up into 5th spot. She's not that far behind Chloe Chambers either. And she keeps the movement to turn 1. And Noble's in there too. Has Ahmed Al-Kabassi almost made a mistake? And look at this, Noble's going to get a good run in towards turn 2 and 3.
Nobles is trying her hardest, but I do agree on the loving of the livery, because that is a great livery.
I think I thought we would get a replay at the start, but we're not getting a replay at the start. We're getting a replay of the overtake that we didn't see, so it's better than nothing. So that's towards the last corner that we're seeing as overtake. That was a nice move from her as well.
Oh, and here's the start replay. Obviously no stallers. very, very quick defending from Dorian Pin there. Or Pan, however you choose to pronounce it. That was defending from Chloe Chambers.
Nikki calls it Pang, Kramer calls it Ping, so I don't know.
Bustamante.
think-
Oh! I've just noticed that because Josh pointed out. Sorry to interrupt you, Josh T. There was a lot of coverage
No
for
worries.
pulling, but that was also. Hold on, Hausman.
I don't know what these stupid people are doing.
Racing.
Wow.
There was a slight bit of contact between Bustamante and pulling at the start when trying to go to defend, and backteed.
I think it's has been confirmed as Pin because I think I saw a video on social media and it was her herself confirming it. So it is Pin.
Thing is, I've also heard
And
her
they
say
still call
Pan.
it Pang.
Yes.
So, I wonder if Nikki's watched the video. I hope she has. Schreiner almost got attacked by Ahmed Al-Kabasi in the background as well. Lap 6 of 13. Abby Pulling still has a faster lap so far. Stretch the gap to 1.2. Pretty much Abby and Bianca are all the top three are all in the 159. So they're all fighting for track position as Nobles almost had a challenge from Love and Fossey for 8th place on the road so far. As Ahmed Al-Kabasi gets past Schreiner in towards turn 2. Nicely done there for her. Up to 13th spot on the road so far for Schreiner, and Ahmed Al-Kabasi up to 12th.
Now that we are entering into halfway through the race, we can see a bit more of a gap forming between each of the cars, since there is a 3.3 second gap between Chambers and Wang. How do you pronounce it? Wang. I'll just call her Maya.
No clue. Maya, I'm gonna call Maya. I sometimes call her Maya
Nobles.
as well, but it's Maya. Nobles Radio.
Okay,
So Nobles is be told to put the hammer down.
that's a given.
The gap now is about 5 tenths between Nobles and Hamad Al-Kabasi, and Amda is gaining on Nobles, but now when Nobles will be told to push, he is actually pushing, so that is going to be interesting. I've noticed this has been a lot cleaner race 2 than I've seen race 1, which is great to see, apart from obviously what we saw in
It is.
turn 1 and 2 with, I don't know who Tina made contact with, actually.
Do you know what? That's the one thing we haven't found out. Who actually hit her? No one knows.
Or did she hit... No
Oh,
one
lost it
knows.
on a
No,
curb,
there's been no...
apparently.
The thing we don't get for the live timing is we don't get, like, steward investigations like we do with F2 and F3.
Apparently, she lost it on a curb. Though that doesn't explain why she decided to have a dig at all the other drivers around her.
Yeah, that's what I mean, because if she had a dig on the curb, then I don't know why she blamed other drivers. That's my opinion. But lap 7 of 13 so far. This race has gone quickly so far. Turn 1 incident involving cars, Love and Fossey. Oh, Love and Fossey. Called it a collision. It's just we were saying it. They're noting it. It's like they can read our minds, Megan.
It is. Also, it's a piece of... I don't know whether it's a leaf or debris or a piece of rubbish, though there's something yellow on the track.
Hopefully it's not any of the cars. I've noticed
Susie Wolf?
the gap between Abby Pulling and Bianca go up a lot. It's now 2 seconds.
Yeah, she is. Okay, Abby Pulling might win this one again.
She's been on absolute top form today. And of all this weekend, she's topped. The only session she hasn't topped is FP1.
Well, no one
She's been
tends to
topping every
top that
session apart from that, which is great to see, as here comes Love and Fossey to the left-hand side of turn, I think it's turn 11, as we got Nobles off the track. Love and Fossey trying to go around the outside, gets the cut back. No, she doesn't get the cut back. She stays behind. Did Nobles gain a bit of advantage? I don't think she did.
I don't think she
think
did
she's-
either. Though, hold on, just quickly, further down the back of the field, Leah Block has passed Amanda Al-Kabasi. Oh,
Oh, under investigation. So they're investigating it now. They're not waiting till after the session. They're doing it now. Okay. As Shriner, I think, is going side by side with Leah
Amanda.
Block for.
Wait.
a
Oh,
12th
spin!
place. Oh!
That is,
Contact
no, was a
from
Love Fosse.
Nobles.
Jeez, Love Fosse just can't go away from drama today, can she?
Well, Lovin Fosse got a penalty, if you remember, from Saudi Arabia, so she might get a penalty here. But again, another incident, but they're still on the track. Does it look like they have damage? It's hard to tell from that angle, but they're both able to get the car back and running, because with these cars, there's no anti-stall.
Here's a replay of
Let's
it.
look at the replay.
Lock up there from...
Look up for Lovin Fosse. That was Lovin Fosse.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
that was... Nobles had the corner. She had the entire to the corner, but there was space given.
There was.
So Nobles gave space to Lovin Fosse, but Lovin Fosse decided to close on it. But here comes Dorian for the battle for second place, as she's trying to get past Bianca into the inside. Bit of contact made, but they're all okay so far as well. That's allowing Abby just to pull, once again, a massive margin between these two. This is great to see the battle for the podium spaces once again. I don't think Chloe is going to get the podium, however, today, though. But she's still going to get a good 4th place. But
just out of reach.
Yeah, I think Dorian's doing a lot better with her tyres compared to Bianca with the faster lap times, but they're pretty much the same as well. 10-second time penalty for Lovin Fosse, causing a collision. Now, I'm guessing that was lap 1.
Yeah, it would be. Lovin Fosse is just channeling her in Kevin Magnussen today.
Yes, she is. And I think she's going to get another one as well for causing a collision with Nobles.
Yeah, I reckon
5 laps to go. Anything could happen. As Block chases down Shriner for the last point.
Block
because obviously we saw Nobles and Lovin Fosse make contact, which means Shriner's in the point, so is Amal Kabassi as well. So you win some, you lose some. But for these drivers, you lose some, you gain some. In towards turn number 1, they stay clear for now. I don't know how they're avoiding what's on the track right now, but fair play to them, of course, as well.
I saw a little bit of catching the curbs there from Leah Block. Almost lost it going around one of the corners. I think it was turn 16. Race control, turn 17 incident involving cars 3 Lovin Fosse and 22 Nobles under investigation causing collision. So, probably another time penalty.
We know what's going to happen there. 10-second penalty.
They really are
actually no.
Tens.
I don't think it'll be 10 seconds. They did get damaged, so I think it'll be 5 seconds.
Yeah, it didn't do enough damage that it warranted anything serious. I mean, you hadn't even gone in the pit lane.
Yeah, I think 5 seconds. If it's 10 seconds, I'm sorry, that's too harsh. I know it was Lovin Fosse's fault, but I don't. I think she only get 10 seconds if she caused damage to the car, which she didn't, unless the other team can prove otherwise. As Shriner stays in at 10th spot, and this is like what we saw in the F1 sprint. 3 cars fighting for the final points paid position. It's like, but this time nobody's holding each other up. They're all actually going for it, which is great to see down the back straight. And we've got, I think this is Block fighting with Shriner, and then we got De House in there. No, it's Marty. So it's Marty fighting with Jess Edgar. This is confusing.
Catching up. So Edgar's only worried. Oh, race control. 10 seconds.
Now, the reason that it's 10 seconds, I believe, is because it's standard procedure. 10 seconds to cause a collision.
They're really a fan of 10 seconds.
And they don't like doing difference because then everyone has a go at the FIA for saying you're not doing the same for the other incidents, etc.
So even if there's no damage, even if they force someone to the wall, they still get 10 seconds. Okay.
It's a bit extensive. I mean, it wasn't even her fault.
We're going to keep an eye on that consistency in the F1 later.
It used to be 5 seconds, but they've increased it for to 10 seconds, including forcing another driver off the track and cutting the course. And in Formula 1, we've seen it yesterday with
Poor Cayman.
with Kevin Magnussen, as here he's got a move.
We got a move from Jess Edgar, who's looking to get 7th place from Marty. She looks to the right. Enough space is given between both of the drivers, headed towards the braking zone in 3, 2, 1, as Marty comes off to the left. Jess Edgar's going to probably go around the outside most likely. Or is she going to back off? She's going for it. Around the outside goes Jess Edgar.
Ooh, off the track
Goes
a
off
bit.
the track. I think she has to get the place back, but I
Probably
think she's
will.
got it. But will Marty challenge that? I think it was a bit of a marginalised situation. I just don't know.
I wouldn't give the place back because that was getting
No.
pushed off the track while actually trying to overtake, and they were giving each other space. And
I
it's kind of a no
personally
thing.
would say that's not leaving the track and gaining an advantage / pushing another driver off the track. I would say that's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how I think. I wonder if it's hard but fair racing.
Yeah, it's like it happened while they were racing each other, and neither of them gained any advantage. The
No.
road just needs to be a bit bigger. Or track.
I almost saw a bit of a lock-up from someone there as well.
Yeah,
but
I heard
Jess is
it.
ahead for now. But I think Marty's going to gain the slipstream in towards turn number 1. She's gaining on Jess Edgar to the right-hand side of turn number 1.
Ooh.
Is she eyeing up for a move? Bit
Right
of
on
a
the
slide
inside.
there. Jess just about holds on. I think Marty's mistake in the sliding process has not helped there, but she's going to go again in the next lap, I would say. So is Aman Al-Kabasi as well. As let's look at the replay of Leah
Leah Block.
Block chasing down Schreiner. And she's also got Aman Al-Kabasi in the process as well.
Was that who we heard?
So that was probably what the tyres. That's what we heard there as well.
Oh,
so.
spinner,
Oh,
Edgar.
Jess Edgar spun on the marina section, it looks like, on the opposite section. An
That
easy
was bad.
place to do that, and Jess is out the points. That pushes Emily de House to get her first points of the season, it looks like, so far, if she keeps it up.
Oh, that's good. Bad for Jessica.
But Locke is catching.
Here's a replay.
So what's happened to Jess?
She
So,
just lost
yeah,
it.
Yeah, she catched the curb again.
Honestly,
Oh.
Lucky Marty wasn't right next to her.
No, she wasn't. It was a mistake from her.
Yeah. Did
She
get
just
the
about
tyre
avoids the
barrier.
wall too,
Yeah.
so...
I mean, I think the marshals are very happy with her for that. It's like, thank you for not causing
I
more work.
think we saw with the likes of Nobles and Love and Fosse, even though both of the cars went off the track, they were able to keep it together and go back, which meant no safety cars.
They're turning
Which
to
would
all the
be better-
F1 drivers right now and saying, why can't you do that?
Yeah. Actually, no, they're Porsches from yesterday, because Porsches, I think there was quite a few safety cars, but it wasn't broadcast. By the way, Porsche Super Cup starts in 2 weeks' time in Imola, which is going to be exciting.
Oh,
So
good.
looking forward to that. We'll be covering it on JBMotorsports as I think we're still on lap 12 or 13. Yes, we're on lap 12 or 13. Charlotte Tilbury will be waving the checker flag this time out for race 2. One of our sponsors, of course, for the F1 Academy cars.
My throat's starting to feel a bit weird.
Yeah, make sure you save it for the race later. That's what I'm going to do.
I think I've been talking quite a lot. But it feels a bit better with my drink, though.
Yeah. I think we've both been talking quite a lot, to be fair, but there's been so much going on as we've already got board with pulling right now. 3.6 seconds, I think.
Oh.
Turn incident involving Marty and Edgar. So something must have happened before Jess Edgar spun, because I looked at
No,
the replay and
that
I
must have been
saw
from earlier.
nothing to suggest that Marty pushed Jess off the track.
That must have been during the overtake.
Yeah, there must have been. Oh, that was the one we pointed out where it was hard but fair racing. I
Yeah.
think it's a racing incident. I don't think that was a penalty.
I mean, they have to investigate it, but hopefully they don't give a penalty. I mean, what are they going to do to Jess Edgar? Or Marty?
Exactly. Well, Jess is last, so I don't think it'll be Jess's fault. But we are about to start I believe it's the final lap of the race, if I'm not too mistaken.
It is in a moment, though Abby Pulling right now just looks like she's just cruising along. Literally, she looks like she hasn't got a care in the world. Now it's the final lap.
Yeah, now it's the final lap. Thank goodness. I just got a bit confused because the cameras just went on board with Abby Pulling. And usually they do that on the final lap if someone's leading there as well. Dorian is about 9/10 of a second behind Bustamante. I don't think she's going to challenge her. She's not that close. I think the gaps are starting to calm down in terms of the top 5. There's battles happening everywhere, and we're just running on board with Abby. Can we see the battles in the midfield, please? Race director, go on. Are we going to see that?
No further investigation.
No further action. Thank you.
Good.
Woo!
There we go. No further action. As Josh Chi said in the pit lane, and as me and Megan said as well, we all agreed that it was hard but fair racing. Good. I think they have been consistent all weekend, F1 Academy. So fair play to them. As I think Dorian just closed a bit more on this back straight in towards the chicane. I think it's going to be a chat. I think Dorian's going to get her on the back straight before the final corner. So it's not over yet for Dorian to get second place and close up to Abby Pulling in the championship. But Abby Pulling's going to extend the gap. So I wonder if Dorian could do it. You can see on the pictures now, she's closing in just a little bit. I think it's going to be very tight. She could do it. She's about 3 tenths now. She's got the gap that she potentially needed. I don't think she's going to challenge so far. Bianca is doing all she can to defend from that. That could be her best result of the season. She's never put her foot wrong at all. She's got no leaving the track and gaining advantage penalties. It's great for her, but Abby Pulling continue where she left off yesterday. She got pole yesterday. She won race 1. And she wins race 2 in Miami. She does the double. Almost perfect weekend for her. Bustamante gets second. Dorian completes the podium. And Chloe Chambers, another good result for her in 4th.
Woohoo! That was good.
That was a good race. No VSCs, no safety cars.
Yeah, which is surprising since we had multiple offs.
Marty just about holds off Amma Al-Khabasi Freight, trying to get knife, and Emily DeHout gets a point. Well done, Emily.
Oh! Did you see that? Logan
Fosse
Fosse got passed by Edgar at the final thing.
Yeah, I saw that.
Oh, is it a penalty? Oh yeah, she got 2 penalties, not an overtake.
Yeah, she got a 10-second penalty.
Why is there a piece of debris just going around on the
Called a collision with Tina.
Pulling just ran over debris.
I don't think it matters, to be honest. It's the end of the race.
It's Jess Edgar's car's debris.
Yeah,
I don't know how it got there.
Abby waving to the marshals as well. Obviously, Marshall doing a great job. It won't be that long before we get to F1, but we actually get to see the podium today because we're actually on time. Is team ready from Abby?
Thank you, guys. Unbelievable. And it was, again, Miami, didn't
Yeah, that was great. Masterful. Very good pace all the way through. Fastest you run this race. Fastest lap. Well done.
The Grand Slam for Abby Pulling, and she didn't do that yesterday. Bianca got the fastest lap yesterday, I believe.
She did, yes. Oh, right next to each other now.
Oh, brilliant. I'm proud for Bianca. She was the first driver to be announced to be affiliated by an F1 team. She had a lot of trouble in Saudi, got involved in quite a lot of incidents. She stalled the car yesterday, got a penalty there. Let's hear from her now.
Okay, good job. P2. Well done. Really nice job.
Thank you, guys. Oh my God. I can't believe it. First podium of the season. Not anymore.
I don't think she was disappointed for not getting the win now. I think she knew that Abby was a tough cookie. I think she did very well fighting off Dorian at the end, though, because Dorian's a fast driver. I don't think Dorian's going to be happy that she couldn't get her at the end.
Her driving right now looks
I think she
like
would have done it.
Her driving right now looks a bit passive-aggressive. Just like, I wish I should have been there. I was so close and yet so far.
And we have to wait 2 more months for another race in Spain. Actually, no, not 2 more months. One more month for this one. I think 'cause it's in June, the next one.
Yeah, I believe it is.
Towards the end of June.
At least it's not 2 months again.
June 23rd.
Yeah, because Spain's on a bit later this year because obviously they're trying to make sure that they don't travel too far of a country at once. They're trying to do all the European races together, apart from Canada, of course. They always have to put Miami and Canada at different places as well.
Yeah.
And then it's 2 months in between round 3 and round 4.
Yeah. But then towards the end of the season, there's about only a week difference between Qatar and Abu Dhabi.
That'll be
Yep,
nice.
and then from round 4 to round 5, it's a month. And then it's 2 months between round 5 and round 6, and it's a double header at the end.
Yes.
It's quite a spread out season for F1 Academy this year.
Yep, it is. I don't like the 2-month break. I think the month break is a lot better, I have to say. But I think we will hopefully get to hear from the top 3 in the paddock, of course. Here's Bianca speaking to Abby there as well. I did see George on the grid earlier, helping, I think, Dorian earlier, so that was great to see. I wonder if any of the other F1 drivers are there as well.
Oh, they would be. They would be.
Yeah.
I reckon they might be
Okay.
getting prepared. I've seen a couple of them have already entered the stadium.
Yeah. And we actually get our race results today. So Abby Pulling does the double and gets the fastest lap today as well. She tops race 2. Bianca gets on the second rostrum on the podium, and Dorian joins them in 3rd. Chloe Chambers finishes in 4th. Maya Wook in 5th. Hamad Al-Kabasi in 6th. Nerea Marti in 7th. Amma Al-Kabasi, decent race for her, in 8th. Carrie Schreiner in 9th. And Emily DeHouse rounds up your top 10. Some decent race for them too. They all kept out of trouble, and that's why they were in the points. We have got Leah Block in 11th, Courtney Crone in 12th, and we had Araya Nobles in 13th, Jessica 14th, Lola Love and Fossey with that 10-second penalty at the start in 15th, and your only DNF is Tina Houseman on lap 1. She did not have the best weekend, and that's what showed it. She gets 0 points to her name. I wonder what that's going to come to be for Spain later on, as I think they're... Oh, no interviews. Oh.
But they might be doing them on the podium. You
They
never
might
know.
interview on the podium, because I know they interviewed in the pit lane before.
They did.
So that is interesting. Yeah,
See,
we
there's a lot of
want to get
links
the
there.
podiums today because Sky cut us off yesterday.
They did. Okay, it is springtime. Why does Miami have so many dead leaves?
That's what I thought. That's what I thought as well.
Does Miami know what season it is?
It is getting towards summer in America, and I know it's quite hot there as well, but I wonder if we're going to get something similar with the F1s later when they're all in cars like that.
Oh, that would be so
Like
funny.
limos.
Can you imagine Max Verstappen being carried along in a little car? You're trying to overtake everyone else. Oh, that is
Yeah,
actually
so I think we are going to get a parade in the F1 later, so be prepared, ladies and
Yes,
gentlemen.
we will.
surprised Lando Norris hasn't stolen one of them and gone joyriding with Oscar. It's a very McLaren thing to do.
And one thing I know with Miami, they tend to drag out the podium ceremonies quite a lot. Same with Las Vegas.
They do.
But apparently they're not doing the driver intros like they did last year.
Oh. Do you know, it doesn't
So-
help that cart looks like a golf cart. Just makes it even more likely. I reckon Carlos Sainz might join them.
Yeah, obviously we got the two Ferraris starting in second and third.
I saw Lewis Hamilton walk in with Zach Brown earlier. Like, on,
Oh.
the official Instagram. I was like, that's an unusual pairing.
Yeah, exactly. Now hopefully we'll hear from the podium very, very soon as we get a crowd shot, as I
Woohoo.
don't think There's a lot of fans today supporting the action there nice and early as well. We're seeing, I think, them going into their own cool-down room. Let's get our thoughts from the pit lane reporters whilst we wait for the podium to get going. Naomi, what did you think of the race?
It definitely was a race on the calmer side, but there was still plenty of action, plenty of racing, and definitely was a very good race. But Abby Pulling put under a bit of pressure at the start, but then was just able to get on with it and pull away. So great stuff there by Abby Pulling. Bianca Bustamante, great stuff as well to hold off Dorian Pin. Even though Dorian Pin tried everything at the end, Bianca Bustamante was able to hold on. So let's hope that she's able to continue her form going into Spain in a couple of months.
Yeah, a 2-month break, of course, but there's lots of other drivers getting involved in other series, so I can't wait to see how they do there. Josh T, what have your thoughts on race 2?
Yeah, absolutely. It was an all-right race. Some good racing there. Unfortunate for Tina, but I believe we may be going down to the cool-down room to hear from the drivers.
Yes, we are. Let's look at the cool-down room.
Hold on. We can't hear it yet because someone's talking over it. Let's see if it's there.
Driver.
Nope, can't hear it.
That's if Jordan King allows us to listen to them.
Yeah, we can just guess. They're smiling faces. But that's about it that we can tell, since apparently talking over things is new normal in F1. Was it Rosberg by any chance talking over it? I couldn't tell.
Rosberg probably talking over each other in, what was it, China over team radios.
Yeah, that was incredibly frustrating.
And we didn't get to hear the cool down, which is a shame.
Yeah.
That's gutting.
Yeah, that is quite gutting. For every time I tried, there was over talk. So
it was Jordan King talking.
Yeah, just like that's not who we want to hear.
Jordan King did shut up like a couple of seconds after.
Really?
So there was
right.
Yes, there was some cool
Could have told us.
I had mine muted. I just went back and looked.
Right.
Well, no cooldown.
No cooldown, but we will get a podium at least, unlike yesterday.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that. That looks pretty nice with the sparkles.
It does. Hold on, just seeing if I can get Josh back in here.
Right, there we go then. We got the podium. So in third place, Dorian Ping in the Mercedes.
I don't know what I can play.
If there was no more lap, if there was one more lap, she would have got second. But it's Bianca getting her first podium of the season. You can tell she looks delighted. And our race 2 winner and our race 1 winner, Abby Pulling, goes on to the top step of the podium. The number 9 car, absolutely delighted. There's Alice Parachinga on there as well. And in a minute, we will hear the British national anthem.
Will we?
In a minute. Hopefully.
There we are. British.
She's done the double, probably something she wasn't expecting. We all expected Dorian to take the Grand Slam again this weekend, just like she did in Jeddah. But she lifts the trophy up high. Brilliant stuff from her. And then we got Bianca as well. Here she goes. McLaren team very happy as well, and also her team as well. Then we got Dorian, who couldn't quite do it, but she's on the podium for the second race in a row. She would have got it in race 2 in Saudi without her crossing the checkered flag twice. But for the first time today, it will be It'll be champagne time. I think, is it champagne or is it light touch? No, it looks like... I think it's light touch, I think. But anyway,
Yeah,
four
it looks
races
like it.
done. Plenty more to go. Oh, I can hear myself again. Yeah, that's better. Yes, F1 Academy is done for the weekend, but joining us very, very soon at 8 p.m. UK time will be the build-up for the F1 Miami Grand Prix here at the Hard Rock Stadium. Can Max Verstappen take the double and do what Abby Pullen did today? We'll have to wait and see. We'll get our closing thoughts from our commentary team, starting with you, Megan. Spain next time out.
Hopefully just as
It's
exciting.
Pardon, sorry?
Hopefully just as exciting.
Yeah, because I think it was a lot cleaner, a bit more experience. I agree. Omi, your thoughts going into in 2 months' time, and predictions for the race coming up later.
I think I'll give that in the pre-race build-up. I need to think about it. I mean, yes, Verstappen's gonna win, but I do feel that something crazy is gonna happen. So I'm gonna decide on that later. But for F1 Academy, it's been absolutely brilliant here in Miami, and can't wait to see what happens when we go racing in Spain.
Josh T, quickly before the intro goes.
Yeah, absolutely. It should be fun next time out when we go to Barcelona in Spain in 1.5 months' time.
Yeah, exactly. Thanks for joining us and keeping us company. We'll be back in around about an hour's time for the pre-race show for the F1 Miami Grand Prix. Thanks for watching at home. Thanks to Omi and Josh T in the pits. Thanks to Megan Birch in the commentary box. We will see you next time. Bye-bye.